It should be illegal to have an entire backstory for a
I totally agree here, but as someone who just started food blogging, let me explain why food bloggers do this. Since there are so many food bloggers out there now, the less established food bloggers, the only way that they could get noticed on Google is if they do stuff like this. People who've been around for a while could do whatever they want. And I have heard that people do this also for like copyright reasons, so people can't copyright the recipe. But I know that I have some type of software on my blog that basically tells me all of the categories I need to meet in order for Google to push my recipe. And if I don't meet these things, then there's a good chance no one will ever see my recipe. I'm using my apples and honey cake as an example, but right here, this jump to recipe button, very important. Most of us, I know me, when I'm looking for a recipe, I do not want to read everything. I'm just going to click that jump to recipe button. If you keep scrolling, that's where you get to all the things that you don't care about, like why you'll love this apples and honey cake. Do I know if people actually care about this? I don't. Then I lay out what all the ingredients are, because imagine you're shopping and you're like, what do I need for this recipe? There's one place where you could see it all there. This one is kind of just to help people that are like, oh, I see you put avocado oil, but what if I want to use a different type of oil? Some people don't really know what the substitutes for that are, so something like this helps them. Then I do a step-by-step how to make it with visual instructions. I actually asked people if they like this, and about 3% of people said that they didn't like this. Everybody else said that yes, they do. It's honestly the most time-consuming thing, but there are a lot of people who want to make sure that their recipe is coming out like mine, so this will help them. I include tips and tricks because sometimes I do little things in the kitchen that maybe I'm not going to put in that bulk recipe instruction because it's not so important, but if someone's really looking to do it perfectly, this little section can help them. Same thing with the Q&A. Some people actually have a lot of questions and they can ask the questions in the comments, but how much easier if it's just there already. Something like this, all search engine optimization. Yes, maybe you'll see it and you'll want to click on one of my recipes and that'll be really cool. It'll take you to a new recipe, but a lot of it is because that's what Google wants us to do. And then we finally get to the recipe for what you are looking for. Anyways, I agree that things like that are so annoying, but that's a little bit more insight like why food bloggers do it.